All right, welcome to site measuring. Now, everybody, I want you to think about being a construction worker, an architect, and we're going to build a house, and we're going to get a bunch of boards that are about the same length. Okay, they all look pretty close, but if we built a house with these boards, our house would be all twisty. Things wouldn't work. Certain parts of the house would start to crack because they weren't equal to each other. We would build things and maybe the door would be one shape and the hole would be another shape and things wouldn't quite close correctly. If a builder doesn't measure every single piece to make sure that they are the right size, our houses look crazy. Or imagine hanging a picture on the wall. We know that it's not straight because we're used to seeing it as a certain angle. But to really get it perfect, we need to measure it with a level. The same thing can be true for the way we draw. We're going to measure with our pencil today as a way of making sure that everything we do is perfect so we don't have to guess. We can measure the length of something from a eraser to our finger, and we can put the exact same shape down here. Now, we're not using a ruler to make our lines straight, so it's true. It might be that things are slightly different. But if we go back and we correct our lines, we figure out the distances between each thing, we can get every part of this to be in the exact right spot. So for instance, if we wanted to figure out where is this point on our picture, we could measure from this corner, find the angle, put it right here, and we know it starts right here. Now these two dots are basically in the same place. Check the angle of this. Now we know that this line goes about at this angle, and then we can recheck it. When we build or cut a piece of wood, they always say measure twice, cut once. So then we do a line here, and we try to make it exactly the same. Add the little curve in there, add the curve in here, angle comes through here to this piece, and we can do it piece by piece just by measuring the angle. And then we can go back and make the curve correct. And the same thing is from here. We can measure the angle from there to there. We can also measure the length of this to make sure it's the right length that goes across our page. So if we did, let's say we did it like this and it was pretty close, but this one was off. When we drew this angle and measured it and wondered why this was different, we could say, oh wait, it needs to be farther away from here, and it starts right there, and we can move that. You say, well, what's wrong with this? We can see it comes right out of the corner. So we move this to the corner, and all of a sudden that's going to be a lot better. We notice there's a little bit more space between those two things, so maybe the angle goes down a little bit more. We might have to make some corrections along the way. And that's okay, but we want to do our best, not by guessing, but by actually measuring piece by piece. So we know that everything is the right length, the right angle, and comes from the right place on the page. Good luck. Let me see what you can do.